One of the biggest points of confusion I see right now is the difference between AEO and GEO. People, and I am people, are trying to use these terms interchangeably, and while I am doing this, I really shouldn't, and neither should you, because they solve two very, very different problems. I'm Cassie Clark. I'm a fractional content strategist, CMO of Scheme, and the host of the Founded AI podcast, where I break down AI search and GEO so founders and marketers don't get left behind. Today, I'm making the GEO versus AEO question finally make sense so you know when to use each one. So here's the simplest way to frame it. AEO helps you appear in AI answers. GEO helps your content get used inside of those answers. So AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization, is optimizing so the AI engine gives a clean, direct answer. So think of the classic what is or how does kind of questions. Like for example, you might prompt, what is a fractional CMO? ChatGPT gives you a tight paragraph with the definition, the responsibilities of this role, benefits of having one on your team, and maybe even a short comparison. It's basically a mini Wikipedia entry. There's not a whole lot there. It's just, hey, here is your answer, you're welcome. Or you might ask, hey, what's a good CTA for the webinar that we're doing? And then it spits out a list of CTAs. Well, that's AEO. The engine is trying to be your coworker. And here's the part most people don't want to admit. These style of questions are top of funnel content. And the questions like what is or why is or how does. Yeah, that content is about to absolutely be devoured by these AI engines. They are AEO queries. They're the ones that are designed for a clean single paragraph answer. And when the engine can answer that in just one breath, well, it has zero incentive to cite anyone, zero incentive to click out. There's no reason for it to show your blog in the first place. So let me hold your hand when I say this. If you're still spending hours writing generic, full-on blog posts targeting what is structured data, or what is keyword clustering, or what is a fractional CMO, or how does schema work, I love you. It hurts my heart to say this, but we need to stop doing that. Keep those kinds of questions to one section of your blog post and go deeper into the topic with your own insights and your own data. The AI engines are going to swallow up that kind of content whole and burp out their own version. So give it something it can't do that with. Whether that's your own insights or a quote or something, give it something it can't replace. So on the other hand, we have GEO, which is Generative Engine Optimization. That means you're optimizing so the AI engine cites you, pulls from your work, and uses your content as the source. So for example, you ask ChatGPT, well, how do I get cited in AI search? Give me a concrete example of someone that's done this. And then your blog, if you have content around that, shows up in the citations. It pulls your steps, it pulls your phrasing, it pulls your framework. The entire answer reads like your brain in paragraph form. Another example, maybe you say, hey, what's the difference between AEO and GEO as explained by a content strategist? That content is yours. ChatGPT is going to answer using you as the source. It's using your website and it's paraphrasing all of your examples. That's GEO. You're not just informing the answer, you become the answer. So AEO is like the hand over here going, hey, I'm here, look at me. And GEO is like the confident step. Here is the exact information you need. AEO increases your visibility. GEO increases the usefulness and gives you those citations. And this distinction matters a little bit because AI search engines behave very differently than Google. They're not building a ranked results page. Instead, they're synthesizing responses. Think of it like a smoothie. They're pulling from a bunch of different sources. And they're pulling in pieces of content that are clear, structured, specific, easy to cite. And if your content doesn't give them extractable nuggets, well, it doesn't matter how well optimized your website is for crawling you're still not going to show up in those AI answers. And this is why so many brands are confused right now. They are still optimizing for discoverability on Google search, traditional SEO, but they're not really working on extractability. They're doing the AEO part, but without GEO, and they're wondering why being mentioned in ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Gemini is just not happening. So AEO matters when you need models to recognize your content, understand your pages, and categorize you correctly. And for new websites, like new startups, this little layer is extremely important because the AI engines are still learning who you are. GEO matters when you want to influence the actual content inside of the answer. If you want the models to quote you, reuse your framework, define the concepts in your language, recommend you as a service, or cite your website, that's the GEO part. That's where specificity, clarity, recency, and naming your ideas become crucial. And in this new wave of AI search, you need both. So AEO gets you inside of the room, and GEO gets you inside of the answer. And if you're only doing one or the other, you're going to be visible but not cited. And if you're only doing GEO, well, your content might be beautifully formatted, but the engines are just not going to cite it because you need the AEO layer. So if you do them together, you become the brand AEO feels confident depending on. Hey, if you want more videos breaking down the mechanics of AI search and how to build content AI engines actually trust, hit that subscribe button and stick around. I'm going to be talking about this in the next couple of videos.